everybody. I just wanted to do a kind of a quick video on how to do just the visas for Nigeria, as if you're coming from Canada, it's a little bit confusing. It's confusing if you don't know the process, but once you understand, it's pretty simple. So I just wanted to kind of give a brief, quick, just explanation how to do it. So basically, number one, first thing I want to kind of say is if you are Nigerian and you're married to a Canadian, if you have children, your children are already Nigerians. So first thing you need to do is make sure they have an NIN number. So if you go to the Nigeria Ottawa, the Commission's site here, you'll come up with this paper or this page, and it'll tell you how to get the NIN enrollment and which location you are at. So for example, for us in Manitoba, we had to go to Winnipeg there, go to the lawyer's office, and we just apply for the NIN for our children, because my husband was Nigerian, he got his NIN, the kids got their NIN, so they're technically Nigerians, right? So just make sure that if you have children or if you're Nigerian yourself, that you have your NIN number and you're enrolled with your NIN. So that's very important. So you can go wherever you need to go, reach out to whomever you need to. So make sure you do that before you even come to before you even come to Nigeria. It's good to have this NIN. So that's number one. We almost got stopped in the airport due to visas and our kids. But because I had their NIN, then everything was okay. It sorted itself out. But okay, guys, so make sure you do that NIN. It's very important. And if you're obviously Nigerian, this is very important. And your children, if they have at least one Nigerian parent, they count as Nigerian as well. So they can apply for their NIN as well. So make sure you do that. That's an easy thing just to get off the list for sure. So after that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the Nigerian High Commission Ottawa site. Okay, it's going to come up with this web page, and then you're going to go to the visas and visa application. So like I said, it's a little bit confusing on where to go. So I'm just going to kind of give you a brief, brief direction. So once you're here, you're going to scroll down a little bit. You're going to go to this link here. So this is VFS Global. So Nigerian High Commission in Ottawa did not actually do the visa application. It's actually done by VFS Global. So you're going to come up to this web page. So this web page, you can find a whole bunch of different information, whatever you want. Apply for a visa, book an appointment, find the center, etc., etc. So what you're going to want to do is, an easy one is just to apply for a visa. And you're going to need to know which visa you want. So for me specifically, I just did a tourist visa. So you have lots of different types, whichever one works for you. For me, I just did a tourist visa. It's only for 3 months. And I'll kind of explain a little bit later on what that means. But it's a pretty simple process. So what you're going to do, if you want to go look through what information you need, things like that, you can. I just went to the mail-in process. So in Canada here, you don't have to book an appointment or anything like that. It'll keep popping up, but you actually do not book an appointment. You just do the mail-in process. So what you're going to do is you can read through all this if you want to, but you go to apply now. Okay. Again, like I said, you're going to be kind of directed. It's very confusing. There's random sites that keep popping up. But no, you don't need to book an appointment. Okay. It's just a mail-in process. So you're not actually going to be booking an appointment. We're going to go apply for a visa. Ready to apply. Let's see here if I can get us to the right side. Apply now. Okay. So what you're going to do then is you're going to pop up to this website here. And this is the website essentially you're going to be wanting to get to. So this is the one that you're going to be able to actually do your application on. Okay, so basically once you sign in, you're going to come up to this web page here. Okay, so you're going to have incomplete applications, unpaid applications, and paid applications. You can see I've done this about 15 times here, so I'm definitely done my fair share of applications. It's been a long year of renewing them over and over again. So anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to hit the create a new application, and you're basically going to fill out the information here. So one thing I just want to let you know of, so again, you're going to choose your nationality, you choose your passport. Okay, you're going to choose your visa type. It's going to be single entry. Visa class, you're just going to do a tourist visa. Tourism, where is he here? Tourist visa. Okay, processing country is going to be Canada. And it'll automatically give you Ottawa. So the total fee is going to be $75. You hit continue, and you're going to continue on with all your information. Now, one thing I want to let you know is you do have to have a picture before you go on to step 3. Okay, so this is very important that you have a picture ready to go. You're going to want to take a picture of your picture and upload it onto your application here. Okay, if you don't have this picture, you can't go any further on your application. So you have to make sure you go get a picture before you even start your application. Okay, so once you do that, you're basically going to fill out this information here. Again, your contact details. Once that goes, you're going to go to your reference in Nigeria. So basically, who's going to host you and who takes responsibility for you. So that's what you're going to need to do for that. Their information, their phone number, and their address. And then you're going to basically save it. So once it's saved, or once you have the visa application filled out, it's going to go into this where it says unpaid applications. You're going to be able to click, you'll be able to see it, and then you'll be able to pay. Okay, so to find your payment and your actual applications you need to print out, you're going to go to paid applications, and you're going to click on the one the little I that you just submitted. And what you're going to do is you're going to go down, and it'll show you print receipt, print application. Okay, so if you print your application, you'll be able to print it off. Okay, and if you hit the print receipt, then you'll come up with the receipt of the payment, and you need to print that one off as well and include it inside your full application that you mail in. Okay, so once you have all that printed out, you're going to need to go back and see your checklist of things that you need to do. So what we're going to do back here, it's going to give you a list. Okay guys, so to find out how to fully complete your visa, so you've done the application online, now you need to do the actual mail-in process. So there's a lot more documents that you need to get. So you're going to go back to that VFS site here, okay, originally where we were, and you're going to go to when it says apply for visa. You're going to identify which visa type you need. Okay, so you're going to go down, select which type you want. You want a tourist visa. Okay, and you're going to go to the place where it says documents required. Okay, and you're going to click and open to see what you need. So here's the list that you're going to need. You're going to need all of this. Okay, so we'll go through it. So you need your passport, obviously, non-Canadian passport holder. So if you're obviously non-Canadian, that doesn't pertain to you. Photographs. Okay, please make sure that you get the right size as well. Okay, your VFS global service fee. Okay, so this is not the same as the visa fee. Okay, so we went here and we printed out that one, right? The one here, the print receipt, this is a different fee. So if you go here, go back, sorry, where is it? Where's my checklist? Okay, so you have a VFS global service fee, and then you have the visa fee itself. These are two different things. This is the one that we got the receipt for after our application, and this is an additional fee payable to the VFS global. Okay, so the processing fee is $139 plus a return courier of $55. Okay, so for the total of $194, including tax. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your bank, get a bank draft for $194. Now for me, what I did, because I had to do a bunch of visas at the same time for myself, and I did visas for my children as well, just to make sure everything went smoothly. What we did was I paid the $139 times by the 6 of us, right, myself and my 5 children, and then I bought my own return courier envelope at Canada Post, which was just one envelope, one of those big ones. Okay, so I didn't have to do this 55. So if you are doing it for multiple people, all you have to do then is just do the $139 times by however many people you have, okay, and then you don't actually have to do the $55. All you have to do is, where did that page go? All you have to do is that when you go to Canada Post, make sure you include your own return envelope addressed to yourself. Okay, so that can kind of save you a little bit of money. Okay, your visa application form, again, that's the one we printed off on the other side. The visa fee, that's the receipt we printed off on the other side. So your request letter, again, personal letter that you write yourself as to why you want to go to Nigeria, and the travel dates, and yeah, the reason why you're going, signed and dated. Okay, invitation letter. So this is going to be from the person who holds a Nigerian passport. Okay, so you can't go to Nigeria unless you have someone who has a Nigerian passport inviting you. Okay, so they have to write a letter saying that they're going to take responsibility for you and all that, signed and dated as well. Okay. Copy of the host passport. So again, that goes with that invitation letter. Whoever invited you needs to have a passport, and you need a copy of it. Proof of employment here. So again, your own proof of employment, how you can provide for yourself, your proof of your job, evidence of sufficient funds. So this one is important that you guys get it correct. So you are not allowed to do a bank draft of how much you have, like a statement. What you have to do is you have to make sure you have the cashier receipt from the bank for how much US dollars that you took out. Okay, so you have to take out a bunch of US dollars, and then that cash receipt that you get from the teller, you got to include that in your application. Okay, the minors one here, again, you need to make sure that you have that. Okay, copies of birth certificate you need, copy of the both parents' passport you need, and the letter of consent. Okay, you need to have that signed and stamped by a notary public. Okay, so you have to make sure you get that you include all the information on there as well. So you have to have that letter of consent for the minor. Okay, and then obviously medical insurance as well is important. So once you have this checklist, once you have all of that filled out, your name, your phone number, email, everything like that, your signature. For me personally, I signed pretty much everything. Okay, so once you guys have everything, I would advise also, so once you guys have everything on this list, what you're going to do is you're going to print it off. Obviously, you're going to get everything like this put together, and then you're going to go back to that VFS Global site, and where it says apply for visa, the mail-in process, you're going to want to go there, and you're going to want to make sure that you have the right place that you're going to send it to. Okay, so again, this $194, that's the VFS service fee and that return courier of $55. Again, if you're not doing the return courier, if you have a bunch of people, you can just send it back to yourself with your own envelope included, self-addressed. Then don't worry about that 55, so it's not going to be the 94, okay? But again, do your own calculations on that one. But again, you're going to send it here. So if you have a Scupo attention, Nigerian department, etc., etc. And then I also want to point out, let me go up to the top here. Where's that email? They have an email address as well, right here. You may email for your tracking number and date of delivery to VFS. Now, I'm going to say that these people at the end of this email are fantastic. We had a bit of issues with a couple of things Nigerian-wise, and these people, whoever were at the end of this one, definitely helped us with any questions that we had. So please reach out to these people if any questions regarding this visa. They're really fantastic. Okay, so submit it all together, and within 3 to 4 weeks you get it. I got mine within 3 weeks, so it's super fast. Again, I'm in Manitoba, so not too far from Ontario. However, obviously things can change, but mine went really, really, really quick. Okay, so I'm just going to also just add in there something as well. So when you get your passport back, you're going to get your Nigerian visa, and it's going to be only for 3 months. Okay, so it's valid for 3 months from the day they sign it. Okay, now when you come into Nigeria, so once you finally travel, what's going to happen though is when you get to Nigeria, the customs are actually going to give you a stamp for only 1 month. Okay, so yes, you had a 3-month visa, but once you actually touch down and land, they are only allowing you for 30 days from your date of entry. Once that 30 days is up, you need to renew your visa again if you're staying longer. Okay, so that's a whole other process, and it's a bunch of other money. You can either extend it for 3 months, you can extend it for 6 months or you can extend it for 12 months. So for the for 3 months, I'd be honest, I forget how much that one actually costs. But for 6 months, it costs you $1,000 and US dollars, okay? Or for a whole year, it's going to cost you 2,000. So keep in the back of your mind that even though you yourself have a visa for 3 months from the Nigerian High Commission, once you land, they're going to only allow you for 1 month. It's only a 1 month stamp at the airport. Okay, so that's something that I didn't know, that we learned definitely when coming in. So make sure you have in the back of your mind too that you're going to have to extend your visa once you figure it out. Okay, once you touch down. So that's something you also need to make sure that you're thinking about as well when you think about your fees and things like that. Okay. So that's how you guys do the Nigerian visa. It's pretty simple, but just there's a little bit of figuring out which papers you need to combine and where to go to complete the application and as a whole. So if you have any questions or anything, just drop a comment and I'll be able to help you out. One thing I also just wanted to quickly say was when you come to Nigeria, once you touch down, again, you have only your 1 month. To renew that, you can either do it in Lakey or you might have to send your passport off to Abuja. So please, if you have any questions about that process as well, send me a comment and I'll be able to help you out. And I just want to say sorry for all the screaming in the background. You know, when you have kids, it's sometimes hard to find a quiet place to do this. But anyways, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys on the next one.